We're Mohawk Bends, and you're watching Austin Underground.
Hey Austin Underground, this is Reese, and we are here with Mohawk Bends. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Alex, I play drums.
Jonathan, play the bass.
And I'm Chris, I'm the singer.
Alright, so you guys, Mohawk Bends, and you're playing at the Mohawk.
Yeah.
You guys planned this? This is just a coincidence?
We just kind of wanted to mess with them.
Yeah?
That's like the whole identity. No, I mean, the name mostly came from a neighborhood that I lived in at one point, but it's just a happy coincidence.
Okay. Alright, so I want to hear you guys' origin story. How did Mohawk Bends come to be?
Well, I played drums in a band called First Time in Color before, and we had been on the scene here probably for about a year and a half, and then Chris played in a band called Denizens along with Colin, who's also in a band. And so I kind of hit them up one day, or I hit Chris up, and it had been an idea for a little bit about us being a band. And one day he kind of just like sent me a demo track, and like I really liked it, and then we kind of just made that idea. All three of us just met up in the practice room, and then we wrote like 3 songs in the first day. So it kind of went really quick, and it was a smooth process, and I think we just all got along just really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that pretty much sums it up. Like, it was one of those things, I think, where we both felt like we wanted to, our tastes just complemented each other so well that it just became like a no-brainer after we really got together. And,
Yeah, I think it's a lot easier, like, you already knowing the people, like, you're already kind of friends with them through the music scene, so it wasn't like a tough transition. Yeah.
Okay. So this is your first headlining show. How does that feel?
It feels great.
Yeah, it feels, it's hard to say if headlining a show feels any different than any show. I think the nerves are the same. I mean, luckily, like, we're playing with friends, so that definitely takes some of the pressure off. It just makes it a lot more congenial, I guess, and so it should be a good night.
Okay, so how many shows have you guys done before?
So we had one house show during South by Southwest. We played with our friends Hate Drugs from California. We had Cue the Sun, and then First Time in Color was on that as well. And then we played Stubbs recently with Shadow of Whales as well. And then, that show was amazing. So this one, we're expecting really good things too. Like, we love playing with them, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you guys come up with your set list for tonight?
Texting.
We're not very organized when it comes to that aspect. So usually it comes like the day of. We're like, okay, we end up switching it last second. So the group text gets a little hectic.
Yeah.
So that's pretty.
I think so much of it is based on like emotions of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every show should have its own character, so being a little bit unprepared, it helps.
Yeah, we like just making sure we kind of change up the order and everything, just so, you like keeping every show different just for like your friends and family, fans, just whoever's out there, just so
People have to come to every single day.
yeah, people we forced it. No. Just so it's a different experience for everyone.
Okay, cool. What's your favorite song to play live?
For me, it's Old Bones, our song.
Yeah.
You get
That's
to
for
go.
me. Yeah.
You get to go nuts on that one.
Yeah,
so.
he loves the bass line on that song's really good. Personally, I'd like 27. It's that track's gonna be our next single coming out. That's one of my favorite songs. When we wrote it, I think it was a song that didn't come as quick to us, but it slowly came, and it just went into something real good. So that's probably my favorite one to play live. It has good energy. So.
I would agree. Mine changes with like every practice that we have. Like, we'll play it in practice, and I'll just be like, oh man, that's the one, and it largely just comes down to the day. I think 27 is where I'm at right now too, though.
Yeah.
What's
Favorite song to play?
Favorite song to join in with me? This is I'm Colin.
Favorite song?
To play live?
Yeah.
Probably 27 or Quiet Please. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, good ones.
cool. Okay, so you guys want to talk about your songwriting process? How does that go for you guys?
Oh man, it's a jumble of everything.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It always stems from kind of like one person bringing in an idea. Like Colin will bring in a riff.
Yeah.
Like Quiet Please. I mean, you brought in Quiet Please. And
Right, yeah, it just kind of comes off of like one riff idea, and then it will kind of combine. Someone will throw in a vocal idea or drum idea, and then it just kind of blooms from there.
It starts from like different points all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, it does.
It could come
Yeah.
from a bass line, a drum beat, something just randomly. I mean, a few of them have come just from like simple acoustic ideas, and it transitioned into like a full song. So it can come from anywhere.
Okay. So once again, this is your first headline show. Where do you guys plan to go from here?
Well, can I take this?
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so aside from this show, we have other performances coming up. We're doing an after show for Hippocampus and the Districts at Stubbs in November, and so that one is kind of like. Those are two of our favorite bands, and I think they definitely are like two of our biggest influences, especially now. Who knows what it'll be next year? But it's just like we've been listening to their records a ton, and we just love their music. And when we saw them touring together, we were just like we emailed C3 and we're like, how can we get involved? So I mean that's what we have on the horizon. But beyond that, it's really just we're working right now on getting our first record out, and I think after this show, we're kind of taking a little break from shows until November and finishing that out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's all the questions I have for you guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you follow us at Austin Underground on social media. Check out our website, austinunderground.org. Do you guys want to shout out your handles?
It's Mohawk Bends pretty much on everything. We'll be the first thing that comes up. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
If it's
right.
a restaurant in Los Angeles, it's
That is the
that's
only
really it,
other
yeah.
one. Yeah. All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.